Let me back up. Before recovery, it was like this. And I was just living my life. I was blindfolded, basically. I was blind, basically, okay? And I didn't care what you were doing. I really didn't care what I was doing. I just knew that I had been hurt a lot. I had a lot of pain. I didn't know where I was going, you know. When you're blindfolded, you don't have a mission. Are you guys leaving the room? Are you guys just making sure you guys are still here. It's really quiet. One of my fears is abandonment. And so, wouldn't that be funny though? Everyone was gone. I was like, oh. Okay. And we're thinking Al-Anon's going to teach us ways to fix our dad. Because when we're codependent, that's what you think, you know. And you think that you can control other people. And so my sister and I go to Al-Anon, and it's the same 12 steps as Celebrate Recovery. And they teach you that you're powerless over people, places, and things. And so I go into Al-Anon, and I'm blindfolded. And I'm not literally. But, you know, I'm blind to anything that I have done to hurt anybody, to anything that has really happened to me. I always pointed the finger. And you see, when you point the finger, you got 3 fingers pointing back at you, don't you? So you want to point this way. No. I'm joking. And I get a sponsor as suggested right away. So I start working the 12 steps. I'm working the 4th step in Al-Anon. And I realize it's probably not a good thing I'm getting drunk every Friday night and then going to Al-Anon meeting, you know, on a Saturday morning, where I was really hungover, feeling like crap, and alcohol was like oozing out of my pores, and my sister's like getting drunk off the fumes. And so, in my 4th step of Al-Anon, I got sober. And so I started going to AA. I had the pleasure of going to Alcoholics Anonymous in the city where it was founded, Akron, Ohio. Any recovery program. It goes from a blindfold to a magnifying glass. And you start looking at everybody. Don't you? And you start to see people in a whole different light. And you're like, I know what that, oh boy, you know. And everything is magnified. And everyone starts to look dysfunctional. And oh boy. I tell you what, the one thing that I started doing is I started pointing the finger at people that had my character defects. It had nothing to do with them. A blindfold to a magnifying glass to a mirror. And what I started to do is look at myself. And I don't know about you, but I didn't look at myself very deeply, especially in my eyes. And, you know, I would kind of do, okay, all right. And my sponsor said, no, Tina, you need to go in front of the mirror. And you need to look in the mirror, in your eyes, and you need to say, I accept you, I forgive you, and I love you. Woo! Because, you know, I could forgive other people. Because I learned in Celebrate Recovery, we have a Jesus, and guess what? He forgave me. It's my duty to forgive everybody else. Not because they deserve it. Like trash. I took care of everybody else. I put them on a pedestal. I held them up here. Didn't want to hurt them, but I hurt myself. I treated myself like trash. And so to say that I love me and truly mean it, not like, you know, oh girl, I love you, you know, not like that, but to truly mean that I love you And it took me 2.5 hours in front of that mirror. And I was determined because I am stubborn. But if you're stubborn, you're strong-willed or spirited.